Since we've been here, we've been involving the homeless in our lives. I leave for work about 10 or 15 minutes early because the Spirit has placed these neighbors in my life. So they're literally on my street, in our parks, on street corners, and I walk by them every day. And so the Spirit has shown me that these are people that you're called to. These people are part of the mission that I have here. When we moved to Montreal, we were very focused on neighbors and meeting our neighbors and loving our neighbors, but we found we had these new neighbors that we didn't really know what to do with, and they were neighbors that didn't have a home. So what were we going to do with these people? Were we going to ignore them, or were we really going to engage them? We just started sitting with them, listening to them, and asking the Spirit to show us what to do because we really had no idea. And so I started building time into my day where I would consistently walk by these homeless men and women that I see. And yeah, while I couldn't give them monetary resources, I could give them that. And I started hearing their stories and hearing some of their needs and listening to them and seeing areas that we could bless them in the everyday, where we spend time with them and love them and encourage them and weep with them, because there's a lot in their story to weep over, and pray for them, pray for Jesus to work through us and minister to them in ways that we can't without him. And so these great relationships have started being formed, especially with one guy named Noah and 3 of his friends.
Hi, my best friend. At least you're smiling. I like people smiling. You live longer with that.
You want to split a takeout?
Yeah.
There you go, my friend.
Living in Montreal is way different than my life growing up in Indiana. In Indiana, you don't see homeless guys out in the street. So at first it was okay because I would just quickly pass them and wave. But when my kids started interacting with them, I had to let go of my guard a lot of wanting to protect them and keep them safe in all aspects. So I had to be okay with my son giving them hugs, being okay touching their dirty hands, and giving up even my time on date nights for these guys where I just want my husband all to myself. Even before I leave the house, it's like, all right, Spirit, I need you to help me to be okay stopping. Help me to be okay that my schedules may push aside. Help me be okay for the safety and comfort of me being a mom to my kids, to be crushed in a way for what the Spirit wants to do and not what I want to do. I've been praying a lot for Jesus to continue to open my heart for Noah in my house and so close to my kids, and even me having to cook more and clean the bathroom more and to be okay with that. And it's been a struggle, and in theory I'm okay with it, but the details of it, a dirtier house, more food, company constantly, it's a struggle for my flesh to have to work through. So Spirit's been having to change my heart about it and to be okay with the homeless part of my family and not just a different family on the street.
Hey, pizza's here. Who's excited for pizza? Jesus, thank you for our friend Noah being here. Thank you for this food. Thanks for loving us so much. Amen.
I'm always comfortable with you guys.
We're comfortable with you.
Oh. Love you.
Need me to block the wind for you?
You know me. You always make me smile.
The only reason why I would serve anyone in any way, in any form, is because I've been served so perfectly by Jesus. If we try and do this out of our own good works, if we try and do this to impress our Father, if we try and do this to impress people around us, I'm gonna get really tired of doing that and I'm gonna stop doing it. The only way I'm gonna keep ministering to people here is by seeing how well I've been served by Jesus.
Jesus took them into his family. Jesus has adopted all of us into his family. And because of that, we should adopt everybody into our family as well. And I would like to just invite my friend into my family, but the Spirit's helped me realize that it's everybody, and that would be Noah and the homeless people as well.